Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back with episode 2 for season 3 for Medieval Dynasty. We are going back to the new map, obviously. We're going to check out the areas around the 2 villages that we didn't get to, and see about trying to find a spot to start our village. So, I didn't get the edited version of yesterday's stream done. YouTube was futzing with me. It didn't finish updating everything to where I could edit it to cut a video out of it. So what I did was I made a video on the breakdown of the economy. So we know what the new economy looks like, and we know what we need to do to get what we need to get out of it. So I did post those videos, and there is a link to one of the videos in the chat. So that is a thing. We will explore a little bit. And yeah, the economy is a little bit rougher than it was in seasons 1 and 2. It's a little bit less forgiving with the new economy changes, but we at least now know where we're headed and what we need to do to get there. So that'll at least keep us above board. Anything else? If you guys learn anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and launch our game. Not co-op. I keep doing co-op. I'm not used to having a co-op option. Alrighty, here we go. We were getting on towards evening. We are a little bit overburdened. We were headed towards this western town here. So we're going to see if we can't sell off some of our crap. What do we have that's super heavy? We've got something going on that's super heavy. A bunch of 3s. We got some feathers, some flour. The meat. The meat is the big part of it. Okay. Looks like sticks too. We've got way more sticks. The straw couldn't hurt to get rid of, but... Alright, so let's head on over here and we'll sell off some of this junk and see what we can do as far as that goes. And, yeah. We'll go from there. So let's head... Now, Melody brought up a very good point. We thought that these red zones on the map were no-build zones, but you also can't build like here where that little outpost is. And it doesn't have a red box. So it might be something else. And she had brought up that it might be reputation. And I'm not going to say that it is, but I'm not going to say that it isn't. I'm just going to say that we need a bit more research before we can truly say what's going on with that. But I'm being led to believe at this point, based on her point, that it is not actually a no-build zone. There is more to it than that. So we will see. I'm really hoping we don't encounter anything hostile in the dark. I don't know if they're in this valley up here, or if they're up on one of the sides or the back of it. Because it looks like there's a stream that goes right up to their gates here. Oh, I guess it's a river, and it looks like they are on the left side of it, maybe? It's very hard to see. Oh, okay, there we go. So they're a little bit on both. So if we follow the river, we should be fine. Ah, there we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and light this, and we are going to cook our meat, because I believe cooked meat... Let's see. Okay, 1 meat to 1 gives us 7 of a price, and the base price of that meat is 4. So we're going to go ahead and cook everything, especially since we have the rapid crafting on, because that's going to give us a little bit more money as far as that goes, because we're going to wind up selling off most of this. I'm hoping there's a hunter up here. I would really like to get a flat bow. That would make me infinitely happy. Alright. Okay, this is actually a really pretty area. I can dig it. You guys have any decent skills? No. Extraction. Ooh, you're good. Unamir? I don't like your name, though. I was going to see about possibly making him a husband because of his stats, but I don't like his name, so I'm not going to. So we are playing a female character. I want to see how the child rearing goes with the female character instead of the main male character main. I'm curious to see how that 2 years is handled. Alright. Hello. Oh, can't take that. What do we have for vendors? We've got a cook and a smithy, looks like. Who are both still asleep while their daughter is wandering around town.
Are you trying to show off?
No, but I could be. And kids. Alright. What do we have up over here? What's up with you, man? Nothing. You are not who I wanted. Oh! We found the horse seller. Maybe. This might be the donkey seller. Let's go verify. You sell horses or donkeys? I would love to hunt some rabbits, but I am not a very good shot with this bow. There's a broom. That's nice. These are donkeys. Okay, so the western town is donkeys. We can't do anything yet without a stable or a donkey hut, so I mean, it is what it is. But it is good to know what's where. Oh, you're pretty. Mellow Mirror, you have a pretty name, too. It's a shame we're female. Are you the vendor? No, you are not. Are you the vendor? You are. Oh, you're pretty, too. Waklava.
How can I help you? Want to see my wares?
Okay, so let's sell off our bags and the wine stuff that we picked up in our travels. There's some kind of a bug where if we get something that is damaged and we have something that's full, as soon as we use the damaged item, it seems like it changes the condition of the other item down as well. I don't know what's going on with that, but it did it with the axe and it did it with the bow. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm not real happy about that. It's going to make it very difficult and possibly make it to where we only want to carry one weapon at a time. We're just checking out the little valley village over here. It's actually where the donkeys are. The village down here in the west. So now we're going to head over here and see what we can find. We need to remember to be careful in this area because of the wolves. Or the bears. There's a couple of bears down here. And I actually wanted to see management-wise, if we are, technology-wise, if we are to a point where we can build a low-stick fence, and we are not. Because I would like to build a fence just to get those bear spawns gone before I'm really thinking about putting the village there. I know Stesso's got his up in here somewhere, where there's another, cave? Or was it over here? Might have been over here. It's over here. I can see the cave on the map. So that's cool, but it's a little further from town than I would like to be. I was really thinking here because it's central, but up here also looks really good because this whole half circle is pretty damn flat. I don't know if we can fit the whole village in there like I want, but it's at least a good spot to start. Maybe a small outpost, about the size of Youngstown, say, and then build a real no-shit village elsewhere. Be ideal here. So I did, I don't know if you guys were here when I first started up the stream, but I did manage to, and I know Melody's aware because she already commented, managed to make a video on our new economy. I did a complete breakdown, and both videos are up now, the one without the math and the one with the math. So we have a complete breakdown now of what to make for how much money to maximize your money income. Now, there's nothing in here that's going to be nearly as good as it was pre-patch, but at least we have some stuff that we can work with. And both of those videos are up, posted and everything, edited, made them today, fresh, first thing this morning. I was trying to edit yesterday's episode, but YouTube was still doing the processing bit for it, so it wouldn't let me edit it, unfortunately. Oh, it looks like we need an alternative method to get into the house. That's kind of cool. I like when they make you think outside the box. You know, I'm really impressed with this update. They took a game that I very much enjoyed for a myriad of reasons and added most of the things that I miss from other games to it. So it all works out to where it is almost not bad at all. The economy changes are upsetting, but that's only because I don't like change. But even so, we've already found a way to work around those. So it's not the end of the world. 50 coins, that's always nice. Ooh, bronze sickle. I'm actually quite well pleased with this. I feel like they took a game that was decent, decent to good, and they made it actually fantastic. So I have very little complaints about this. Now, you know what? I'm seriously thinking about putting our village right here. Just so that we're close to town for sale. At least a small outpost. But we need to do something to get our weight down. Because this is starting to get a little bit ridiculous. I'm also thinking towards we need to get some winter gear here in the relatively near future. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw up a small house here. Just to get it going. I really don't want to lose these deer, but it is what it is. We don't really have much choice in the matter. But we need some kind of storage, because I have stuff that I don't want to give up. And I want winter gear for us, but I don't want to have to lug it around. So I figure since we're right here, we'll just get cracking on this. Now we are going to have to replace the roof of this later. Because what we have isn't going to work. I don't know how I want to set up the village here for optimal efficiency. Because I definitely want to get some fields going as well. I don't really care if we get them this year or not. But we are going to need them in the near future. And we don't have a shovel yet, so... Oh, that's a stick. What is it with me in picking places where all the wood around is birch? Am I just bad at picking things? Well, yeah, I guess I am bad at picking things. Yeah, I didn't check the base prices of the seeds yet. I actually had to load up our Season 2 game, because if we look here in our tech, we can't get the prices of some of this stuff because we can't click... Well, that we can. Something that we don't have unlocked, though, we can't click to see what the prices are. So I had to load up our Season 2 game since we were to the bottom of the trees. And that's how I found all the prices for everything. Now, the prices are equivalent, I did double check, between this version of the game and the our other save, the other map. Both of them are equivalent, so we don't have to worry about any change in pricing between the two maps. I wanted to make sure of that before I started doing all the math and going in depth, because it would be very frustrating to do all that math and find out that we couldn't use any of the numbers. So I did verify, as much as they used to be. So another YouTuber, it appears the hunting lodge was nerfed. Hunter level 3 skill was barely bringing in meat on 100%. That's unfortunate. Although realistically, that gives us more of a reason to hunt, because that is always our lowest skill. So I'm not too upset with that. It just means that we're going to have to do some more hunting ourselves. But we want that tailor too, so that we don't freeze to death in winter. Now, I know you guys were saying that the temperatures are really particular now. And from what I was seeing, it's mostly in co-op. There's something wrong with co-op where the host doesn't behave properly. And regardless of whether you are in a house near a campfire, your temperature isn't registering right. So the only way for you to keep warm is warm clothing and torch being out. I think spears are going to be the way to go for me. At least until we get a flat bow. Because I know the bows behave differently. Flat bow is going to behave differently than a regular bow. So I think maybe part of it too is that I'm not used to the bow. Alright, so let's put this flaxseed in here so we don't accidentally do something stupid with it. And we're going to put all of our newly acquired clothes in here as well. I thought we had more than that. We never grabbed a shirt. We can grab a shirt of any kind. Well, we ran out of money anyway, so it's irrelevant. But we do need to get a hunting shack up, even though we don't have anybody to man it. We are definitely going to need the, place to make our bows and arrows, because arrows are already a very, very real problem. So I am noticing, though, that our spears are not losing durability every throw, only when they hit. And that is huge. That makes them way more worth it. They used to lose durability every throw, regardless of whether you hit or not. Which, I mean, realistically checks out. Wow. I hit the wrong deer, but it killed it, so I guess that's fun. Fantasy type. I might have to check that out, James. So I feel like there's less straw in these clumps, but there are more of the clumps. So they kind of kept the balance without keeping the balance, so to speak. Because if you look, like, that's not nearly as big of a section as we had right outside of Gustovia. But there's a clump right there, and then there's a clump right there, there's a clump over there, there's a clump back over that way. So I feel like they made up with it by making the clumps more frequent. Woodshed. Can we put one way back here? Will it still function? I don't think we're within 50... Oh! You know what? We have to be within 50 meters of trees. I don't know if those count, because they are protected and we can't cut them down. But if they count for the woodshed, then that would actually be quite beneficial for us. Now, I know that the stone arrows aren't the greatest, but at least we have arrows now. That's going to go a long way. I think we only need 6 stones for the base. I'm hoping that the Dynasty rep that we got from those couple of quests that we popped out to try and get coins, I'm hoping that we got enough of those done, that we have enough rep to hire at least one person. Even if it's only one. Oh, we still need to build him a fucking house, though, don't we? And we don't have a food storage. But we are going to take it a little bit easier this time around, this season. I mean, we've got this glorious new map. We've got all these new mechanics to explore. We've got the new economy to break. We've got lots of things to check out, so we're not going to just bum rush for maximum money like I usually do. We're going to take our time and see what's going on. I don't want to basically throw up an entire village overnight. I mean, generally speaking, by year 3, we have a fully functioning village. And that may or may not happen this playthrough. I am not in a huge rush. There are things that I want and things that'll make our lives easier, and those I will push to get, but I'm not. We don't really have a set bum rush goal in mind. Now, I did, with the little bit that I played with a friend, there is actually a full-on quest chain up here in Clonica. It's very similar to the Arwen quest chain, except she's an apiarist instead of or a beekeeper, rather, as opposed to a, farmer. But it's more or less the same thing going on. Missing all his teeth, but he's got a nice name, so you got hitched. Hey, you know what? I have dated some women that were not classically pretty, that had some decent personalities. Like, you can't just judge off of looks. Looks fade. Personality is one of the last things to go. I mean, you have to have some level of attraction, but it's not all about the physical. I'd rather have somebody that can keep up with me mentally than somebody who's pretty and shallow. Of course, if you can find somebody that's pretty and intelligent, that's where it's at. But I would definitely take intelligence over pretty.
Found.
Alright, well, we're going to hire one of these guys, but we are not going to marry any of them. So, that's a thing.
Like moths.
Let's take this guy. 4. Great, see you there. Alright. So now at least we've got somebody that's going to be bringing in some material for us. Put him in a simple small house, yes. We're going to assign him to the woodshed, yes. And we need to get him some food and water and... oh shit, water might be a problem. Psych did not think this through. I don't know that I have any way to get him water. I suppose we could build a well. We can get him firewood easy enough, and we can get him food easy enough. But water might be a problem. Yeah, I was just thinking how I was going to craft a bucket, but no, you're right on there, Steven. I should buy a bucket or two and do it that way. I like where your head's at, man. I was trying to think of how the hell I was going to get that building up in time to make buckets. And no, I think your solution is much better in that regard. Now, we do have that quest for the rabbits, like I said, and we know that there are some rabbits over here. But Psych is a terrible shot. So that may or may not bear fruit. But let's get him taken care of first so he doesn't leave us. And we'll... oh, shit. I also forgot to assign him to actually get the... oh, that's going to help so much. We forgot to assign him to actually get wood. Extraction, woodshed. We want him to get all of the logs. We will dice them up for now. Ourselves until we get a bit more going on for us. But I want him to get all of the wood. We're also going to have to give him an axe or two, which I believe we have enough stones to make. Let's give him 3. Oh, there we go. There's a rabbit. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I punched the ground. Or did I punch the rabbit? Nope. There he is. Nice! Melody, that is quite possibly the best way to hunt these rabbits. Especially when I'm as terrible of a shot as I am. My only saving grace from embarrassment as far as my lack of hunting prowess goes is that you guys saw the other seasons, so you know I'm not actually that garbage at shooting. It's still embarrassing, but not as bad as it could be. It does save on arrows, that is for sure. Although with the stone arrows now, I'm actually more worried about bow durability than I am saving arrows. Oh. Aww. Normally, I don't know what's up with this. I just need to get used to the new feel, I think. Between the monitor change, the PC quality change, the gameplay change, and the bow change, it really threw me for a loop. I just need to get used to all of that combined together, and we'll be back in business. It shouldn't take too long. Ooh, another rabbit. Alright, we only need one more for the quest. How long do we have for that quest, by the way? This season. So we do need to find one more rabbit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least the predators don't run away from you. They run towards you, which makes it much easier to actually do something about them. Although apparently somebody was saying that the wolves circle you now. I haven't seen it yet, but I suppose at least they're still relatively predictable. Like the deer were running from us, but they don't run as far as they used to, and they seem to run in a circle pattern, which actually makes them a little bit easier to track down. Insulating walls is definitely a yes. Did we get 2 points? We did get 2 points. So next we'll go for the... what's builder? Nah, we'll go for that one. Okay. And we can go talk to Darwin. But we gave all of our food to that village person, so we need to make it a point to get some meat for ourselves, and I figured it was a good time, as good as time as any, to finish off that quest. Catch him before he goes to bed!
How are you?
I killed the rabbits. All of them behaved quite normally, though. Good to hear that. At first I thought it was a joke, but I saw this rabbit with my own eyes, and we're quite lucky it was just a rabbit. Imagine a bear with rabies. Oh yes, that'd be far worse. I'm glad I could be of use. I did not realize that we were hunting... Ooh, 51 coins for that. That was nice. I did not realize that we were hunting rabbits because of rabies, so I feel like maybe eating this meat is not a good idea. No, I haven't taken the bears out yet. I actually want to get to the point where we can build a low fence. I'm going to try and sneak in as close as I can get, build a low fence and run away and hope that it despawns them on a season change. I think that's going to be the most effective way to handle it. We can't do a food storage until we start getting some farming done. Oh! We unlocked the sewing hut, apparently, and I did not realize it. And we have access to copper stuff. We might need to get on our way to the mine. We only know where one cave is, but we know where one cave is. Excuse me. So we can try and get some copper. That would be a nice little upgrade. Cheese by building a 4-square fence and standing in the middle and shooting at the bears. Yeah. Yeah, and I thought about that, but I would really rather just despawn them. If we can get close enough to build a fence, close enough to their spawn on season change, they will disappear. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. And I'm trying to keep the cheese to the minimum. I will do it if necessary, but I'm trying not to. Hey, Stesso, what's shaking, bacon? So, I mean, that's a start. We will we'll hunt out the other ones later and explore a little bit more. So we still haven't been over here, and I still want to visit that village. I also want to see what's up with this, because it looks like the road goes through the mountain, and I really want to check that out. And then I want to see what's in the red area up here. I'm hoping that it's something like the swamp with the crazy hillbilly guy. I'm hoping that we have something interesting over here like we had over there. This whole area is red, and their village is only like right here. Oh, there's a cave right there. I mean, we can't build a storage or a smithy right outside of it, but I bet we could extract some ore once we had horses. And we did find out that the donkeys are down here. That's the thing that we found out. Still haven't found horses. I'm betting they're over here somewhere. Maybe? What's going on over here? That looks weird. Are they just a bunch of small farm plots, maybe? As opposed to big ones? Oh, and it looks like they have a dock? Yeah, we're going to have to check that town out. But, unfortunately, guys, it is that time of the night. It is a little after 8. But we do have that video up for the economy, so we know what we're making now. I hope that gives you all much usefulness. And, yeah, don't be afraid to share it, for sure. But, oh, it's orchards. Cool. We're going to have to go check that out for sure. Horses are in the middle. They're here? Really? I didn't see them. I mean, that doesn't mean they're not there, but I didn't see them. Oh, we didn't check this out either. Actually, I don't think we've done anything outside of the main village here. But yeah, we're going to stop here for the night. We will be back Monday for sure with more stuff. I will try to get yesterday's and today's episodes edited tomorrow for video form. What you call it? It wasn't finished processing yet when I tried to edit it today, so I couldn't. That's why we wound up making the money video early. But that's all right. It doesn't hurt anything, and we got something out of it anyway. So, oh, thank you, Storm. We love having you here, man. But yeah, you guys have a fantastic rest of your night. If you learn anything useful, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, have a fantastic rest of your night, and we will catch you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching.